What up, y'all? It's Crew, also known as Araneae Storm, checking in for the house series, the fifth house to be exact. I am your cosmic rootwork. I don't know why every time I say root, I am your cosmic rootwork astrologer, specializing in Mars activations as well as North Node and South Node consultations. So if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can hit me up at araneastorm.wix.com/info, and you can also find me on all social media at Araneae Storm. Tapestries, artwork, readings, all that stuff is on deck. All the links below in the description box. Hit me up. I'm going to be making these videos very short, sweet, and to the point. And until I get my Patreon account, patreon.com/AraneaeStorm to be exact. Until I get my Patreon account up and running, all the extended videos from everything that we've been through and more, right, will be uploaded to the Patreon. So y'all make sure y'all go and check that out. But other than that, happy Taurus full moon. Happy Taurus new moon. Okay. And let's get right into it. Fifth house. What is the fifth house? This is the sun house. This is the Leo house. The expression of the heart lies within the fifth house of astrology. This is where your creativity lies, the freedom of expression lies, that childlike energy resides, right? Where the money resides. No, it's not where the money resides, but really, music, the type of music that you like to listen to resides here. The type of romantic encounters also too. So long-term relationships usually goes for the seventh houses, and also the 11th house to a certain degree. But the fifth house is usually where you have like your romantical encounters. Also too, where you find like your new love interest or just platonic interest with people. This is where that you start to really explore those type of things with people, the type of energy that you attract within those relationships, and the kind of things that you like within those relationships as well. All right. I also put places that you like to go and rejuvenate. So the fifth house is where you find that pleasure, where you find that house of fun as well. So also too, you want to look to your fifth house to see like what really replenishes you spiritually. You know, usually when you're in a creative mode or a creative-esque, your life creative, right? You know, those are the things that you look to. So you want to look to what planets are in that house and also what sign is in that house. And that's how you really can come back to that like child self, like really harnessing that childlike energy and being able to really express that outwardly, right? Also too, this is where you want to find the type of kids per se. In essence of like your first child is actually found, the energy of your first child, whether that be the exact sign or the energy that might play out with that sign. You want to see what's aspecting the energy of your fifth house. If there's any planets within your fifth house, and it'll usually kind of create this story of the child's personality, some of the things and themes around that child will be placed within the fifth house. Seventh house will be second, I think, and ninth house will be third, fourth will be 11th. All right, when we talk about children and so on and so forth. Also hobbies as well. So hobbies, like I said, entertainment. If you're into athletics or anything that has to do with competitive or competing, right? You could definitely find that within the fifth house as well when you talk about that. And also your desires, little things that you like to do on your downtime when you're not working, and doing those everyday day-to-day things, which is the sixth house. This fifth house is where you find that sense of, like I said, pleasure and play, where you can really use that childlike essence to really create and do and move and meet and socialize and things like that with people. And then also too, gambling is another essence of the fifth house as well. So that doesn't necessarily mean casino gambling, but this can also mean gambling on other factors. So definitely want to see what's aspecting, once I said like this house particularly, because you could definitely run into instances where this is where my risk takers, depending on, like I said, what's in that house, very risky energy can be lied here, you know what I'm saying? risky things, risky behavior, because you know this 5th house of Leo energy likes to get into like mischievous things, the drama, right? So you want to look to 5th house for that as well. And yeah, that's a little bit about the 5th house. Like I said, this is also too, like I said, casual. When we talk about romantic encounters, is very casual. This is not something that you take super duper serious. Not to say that it can't lead to something that's serious. That's where we look to more so the 7th house of partnerships and things. But this is more so like, you know, we went on a couple of dates, we did a couple of things, we doing a couple of you feel me? And then, you know, we kind of went our separate ways, or we decided to go whatever. But this is very casual, very lighthearted, very fun. So this is my summary of the 5th house. We're going to move on into the 6th house. Is that next week? No, this is this week as I record this. So like I said, once again, happy new moon to all my new moon babies out there. Or if you're just watching this video and happen to catch it, I definitely recording this on the new moon. And yeah, let's move over to the 6th house, baby. Deuces.